The movie starts with a young girl named Hope, who's recording herself in a seductive way and making an adult video while drinking alcohol. Shortly after, her friend Paige calls and tells her that she could become a successful actress and model if she continues on this path. Paige also mentions that Hope's seductive behavior makes her even more attractive. Suddenly, Hope's stepmother enters the room and catches her, which makes her feel embarrassed. The stepmother finds the alcohol Hope has been drinking and confronts her about it. She also overhears Hope talking to Paige and accuses her of being a lesbian, warning her to tell her father. Hope doesn't care about her stepmother and even treats her rudely. Later that night, Hope runs away from home and goes to the city. The next morning, she arrives in Hollywood, excited to see the busy streets. Meanwhile, in another part of the city, a woman gets fired from her job as a porn worker at a pub due to a fight with her co-workers. She goes to another woman who is babysitting her baby and pays her, but she doesn't have enough money. The woman kindly lets her off the hook, and she thanks her before going home with her daughter. At their place, Paige and her friend Destiny, who are also porn workers, are hanging out in a rundown area. Shortly after, the woman and her daughter arrive, and Paige gives the woman a suggestive look as she walks by. In their room, the landlord comes and asks the woman if she owes rent. She begs him for a few more days to pay, feeling stressed but managing to smile when she sees her daughter happy. Then the scene shifts to Paige and Destiny, revealing that they take advantage of young women like Hope, introducing them to the porn industry and making money off them. Later, the woman gets ready in front of her daughter as a new client is about to arrive. She drinks vodka to numb herself before the client comes. Her daughter is there, thinking that a friend is coming over. After finishing with the client, she takes her child to an elderly woman to babysit her. The elderly woman knows about her profession but doesn't question her choice, instead showing sympathy. The scene then goes back to Hope, who is wandering around the city. Paige arrives late but takes Hope to her house. Paige praises Hope for running away from home and promises to make her a star. At Paige's house, Destiny is pole dancing for a man. Hope feels uncomfortable with Destiny's behavior. Paige introduces the two, and Destiny suggests that Hope should try pole dancing too. She shows her how to do it, and Hope gives it a try. The two women encourage her, telling her how beautiful and sexy she is. Meanwhile, back at the mother's place, an older man arrives as her client for the night. She reluctantly starts the session, feeling guilty but stuck in the cycle of trying to provide for herself and her daughter. The man makes inappropriate advances, and she endures it quietly until the night is over. The scene then returns to Hope, who is vomiting due to the excessive alcohol she drank. Paige sits with her in the bathroom, convincing her that they only have each other and that they are like a family. Curious, Hope asks about the man they encountered earlier. Paige explains that the acting and modeling industry in Hollywood is highly competitive, and sometimes you have to find different ways to make money. She admits that she also engages in similar activities and justifies it by saying that everyone does it, so why not get paid for it? Hope is shocked, but still trusts Paige. The next morning, the mother goes to pick up her daughter from the elderly babysitter. The woman advises her to take responsibility for her actions in front of her daughter and suggests finding another way to live. The mother responds that she never had a choice, but believes her daughter will have a better life and more choices in the future. Meanwhile, Hope wakes up from her hangover and finds no messages or missed calls. She feels disappointed that no one from home noticed that she ran away. Paige comforts her and invites her to go hiking. They go for a hike, and while catching their breath on the hills, Hope confesses that she feels lonely and wishes her mother were alive during these tough times. Paige tells her that she is there for her, but unexpectedly tries to kiss Hope. Hope hesitates and reveals that their relationship started when Paige used to babysit her. Paige was the one who introduced her to sexual experiences. Paige then asks Hope if she is sure about her sexual orientation. Hope admits that she is unsure and may have been confused because she was exposed to lesbianism at a young age. But Paige convinces her that their bond is special and goes beyond others. They share a kiss, and later that night they continue to have fun, going to a club and deepening their connection by making out and kissing more. In the meantime, the mother buys a toy for her daughter from a store and returns home. Paige and Destiny find her and propose a deal. They offer her modeling and acting opportunities in exchange for payment. The woman, who was fired from her previous job, agrees to the deal. Later that day, the two women take Hope to a photo shoot. They dress her in revealing pajamas pajamas that make her uncomfortable. To her surprise, Destiny suggests that she show off her breasts for attention, and even demonstrates how to do it. Reluctantly, Hope agrees when Paige insists that every model has topless and nude photos. She takes a break and encounters another sex worker who advises her that this industry isn't for everyone. The woman gives Hope her phone number in case she needs someone to talk to. Hope thanks her and returns to the photo shoot. Meanwhile, the mother starts her first day working with Paige and Destiny, acting seductive and exposing her body for a pre-porn video. When Hope arrives, Destiny tells her to be flexible like her. After the photo shoot, the mother returns to pick up her daughter, happy because she made a lot of money that day. She pays the elderly woman for babysitting and shares her own story, defending her actions by explaining that she wants to provide the best life for her daughter and doesn't want her to end up in foster care. Suddenly, a vodka bottle falls out of her bag, but her daughter mistakes it for medicine as the mother has told her it is. The scene shifts to Paige and Destiny reviewing the girls' photos. A man contacts them, expressing interest in spending the night with teenage Hope. Paige informs Hope about her assignments, saying she needs to do them in order to pay for the photo shoots. Hope questions why she has to pay for these opportunities, but Paige insists that prices must be paid. Paige gives Hope an erotic pajama set and a pill to help her relax. Hesitant and confused, Hope meets the man who tries to touch her despite her hesitation. After the encounter, Hope quickly takes a bath, crying in regret, hoping to wash away what just happened. Back with the mother and daughter, they enjoy pizza, something the mother can now afford. They plan to watch a movie together that night. However, their moment is interrupted by a call from Paige, informing the mother that a man will visit in a few hours and promises a large tip. Despite the plans she made with her daughter, the mother accepts the offer. She then drinks the vodka she claimed was medicine. Before she can take her daughter to the babysitter, the client arrives. The mother hides her daughter in a room and warns her not to open the door. She welcomes the man and another woman inside, and they engage in adult activities that escalate. At one point, the daughter peeks through the door and witnesses her mother's actions. The next morning, the mother finds her daughter playing with an empty vodka bottle. She confronts her about how she found it, but ultimately leaves her alone, understanding that it was her own fault. Meanwhile, Paige and Destiny are at a rich man's house by the pool. They have brought Hope with them, and the man wants to sleep with her. The two sex workers plan to sell Hope to this man for the day and allow him to speak to her. He approaches her and instructs her to join him inside in his bed. Paige insists that Hope go with the old man to get money to pay her share of the rent. Things unfold throughout the day, and when they return to their place, Hope realizes her phone is missing. It turns out that the two women have thrown it away. Paige tells her to use her phone, but she acts surprised when the service doesn't work. Hope tries to call her father to go back, but it seems she is trapped in this life. She also asked Paige to give her the money she has been paid by the old man, and Paige tells her it's for the rent she has not been paying so far. The next day during the photo shoot, the mother, while getting ready, tells Paige and Destiny that she's quitting after this one. Paige urges her not to back out, and Destiny even offers her money as a bribe. Hope witnesses this and gains a clear understanding of her situation. Later, we see the mother's clients for the day, a gang. She sits with them, and they invite her to drink and use cocaine. She reluctantly does so, trying to numb herself, but things escalate when the gang reveals they plan to make a pornographic video where she'll be taken advantage of. Despite her protests, she's coerced into being assaulted by the gang. She later seeks help from an elderly babysitter who takes her in along with her daughter. They bond and live as a makeshift family until the mother receives an eviction notice and is forced back into the porn industry. Meanwhile, Hope prepares to meet another client, and Paige gives her a drug pill to keep her relaxed. While getting ready, Hope finds a phone and tries to call her dad, but overhears him not seeming to care about her absence. Paige gets a call from the mother asking for a new assignment, assuring her she can earn money by being beautiful and sexy. Later, they all go to the club, where the mother suspects something sinister and tries to warn Hope, who is too high to listen. The mother runs away, leaving Hope vulnerable. Paige and Destiny facilitate a gang assault on Hope and take her home, where they try to clean her up, but she remains unconscious. Elsewhere, the mother arrives home to find her daughter being taken away by the police. She knows what's coming and pleads with the police not to take her daughter. They place the child in foster care due to the mother's addiction and involvement in sex work, leaving the mother devastated on the side of the road. The story then goes back to Hope, who has woken up and cleaned herself up. She's been bleeding a lot, but doesn't know what happened to her. When she checks the phone she hid in the bathroom, she discovers a live stream video that the gangs took of her. Upset, she calls the woman who told her to reach out if she ever needs someone to talk to, and they meet up. The woman encourages Hope to stand up for herself. Meanwhile, we see Alicia, the mother of the child, being visited by a caseworker. The house is a mess and empty, and the caseworker advises Alicia to get herself together and informs her about her daughter's new foster family. The child has found a good foster family, leaving Alicia feeling purposeless. Hope confronts Paige about the video, but Paige dismisses it as part of the game. Hope insults Paige and wants to report the assault to the police, but Paige blackmails her with the original video from the beginning of the movie. Hope feels hopeless for her future and reputation, but leaves the house anyway. The next morning, she meets a new friend who comforts her and assures her that she can work on her own from now on. Alicia is settling into her new reality now that her daughter is in foster care, finding solace in her daughter's paintings. The movie ends with Paige and Destiny grooming a new teenage sex worker, while Alicia is back in the strip club with more safety measures. Hope is also back in the game, but with more confidence and self-reliance. And with that, the movie ends. We hope you enjoyed our recap. Like the video and subscribe to our channel for more amazing recaps. See you in the next one.